There's so much movement here on the set because many of us are in the presence of a multi-millionaire. And some people have described her story as zero to hero, from grass to what is usually called riches. Yeah, and one of the guys here on the crew asked her, Sandra, have you come with a basket of money? Well, we're going to be talking to the winner of the Airtel Trace Music Star. 100 million shillings in the bank. But what has the journey been? Are we just celebrating? We're going to talk to her what she went through and the next step for Sandra Suubi.
Everyday Life
is brought to you by ICEA Group.
Sandra Suubi, a pleasure to meet you, madam. You know, I can't believe, like last week I was just saying, go Sandra, come. Hati today I'm like, Sandra, do you want tea? How does it feel?
Well, it's very exciting. It's all these feelings of being grateful to God, being grateful for all the support. I'm also really humbled, you know, that people see you worthy, you know, to carry this Ugandan flag up high, you know. So it's very humbling. And then meeting all this amazing talent in one space. It was like an explosion, you know. Young people, extremely passionate, using what they have to the best of their ability. Man, we have to win, you know. So that has been a very good challenge for me, a lot of growth. Very exciting.
Airtel advertises the Africans, you know, singing to the phone 162. So you did that?
Yes, I did that. I was actually with my father. He likes telling this story.
He tells it better.
Yeah, he tells it very well. You know, we were seated, you know. And then I thought to myself, well, no, actually, we were seated together. And then he said, Sandra, this show kept on playing, you know, that whole lot of cash. You know?
Yeah, and a whole lot of cash.
And they kept on advertising it. And he told me, Sandra, you know, we should put in something for this. And he asked me, why? Why shouldn't we, you know? And that was we just like sat there like through an evening. And then suddenly he was like, let's get the phone. So we sent the first one. Then we listened to it. It's like, this is not good enough.
Good. Yeah. Wow.
So we sent the second one. And then we sort of let it roll. And we see how it went. And then we were really blessed. Airtel called us again for the top 300, you know, to come to Centenary Park and meet the judges. And he came. Was still there watching, and before he went, he was giving me tips. Now don't do don't do it. Just be.
Is he a musician?
Bambi, no. Well, the
he
whole
just
family,
knows what a bad singer
family
sounds
sings.
like.
The whole family sings
In their bathrooms.
No, Bambi. Tuyimbira no dada.
If you had done it. All right.
Tuyimbanga family. We have a song. Chisa chotechi tegerekeka. It's a very beautiful
Sandra. All right, so you go through 300.
Yeah, then we get to top 30. It's an honor. Then we get to top 12, where each judge would have 4 people. Then we get to
Who
top
did you
9.
work with?
I worked with Mr. Washington.
How is that? He's a very good producer. He has worked with some big artists. How was that experience for you?
I really loved that first of all, he's very good at picking songs. But thank you. And he likes to see what people have. You know, he listens to you. You tell him, then he tells you, that one will do this. Then he also is really good. He's very passionate about trying to get this amazing African sound. You know, who are you? What's your story in your song? And that was very good mentorship for me, because you know, you grow up Goyagala, you're going to use Mariah Carey stance, you know. So the whole it was really a point of growth for me. And I'm really grateful to him, because he helped me, you know, think about, why am I singing something? How is it going to work with my voice? How is it working in the competition? He makes you think about all these things, you know, you don't just go and not think through something. So that was very good. I'm very grateful to Washington.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you get to the top 5, and then everyone just started going on SMS Sandra 2160.
Sandra.
Yeah, that has become now the anthem
Yeah,
of the
man.
city.
Keep that anthem going because we're going for Africa.
We might need it.
Hey, not might. We are going.
We are going to
need it.
What was it like being, you came up against some really amazing talents,
Yeah,
guys who are actually active professional musicians. They are doing gigs every week. And you are doing a gig every Sunday.
Yeah, well, I think that was very good training because the artists in the show are really nice. They always gave us advice. They also never took it upon themselves to, there was always an element of we're growing together, we're doing this together. I like that interaction because it also made the show feel like, man, we are in business. We're not just playing around,
Yeah.
And that was very important. Also to see professionalism, and also they shared their stories with us, how they've grown, where they came from, and how they've got to this point. And it was also interesting for us to interact to see what this was getting them into and what it could mean to them. So all that also made this very interesting, a very interesting interaction. And also really important for us because that kind of, you view it from both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sandra,
you
delivered an amazing performance for the finals. And of course,
you very
some
much.
of us were already thinking, of course she's going to win because we know you. But we're like, oh my goodness, you had better not mess this up, Sandra.
Yeah.
Like all our SMSs have been going there. I can't tell my wife Sandra hasn't won. When we budgeted for the month, 100,000 Sandra. And so if you're just joining us, I'm talking with Sandra Suubi, having a very awesome conversation about her time in the Airtel Trace Music Competition, Uganda chapter. And take a look at this performance from Katy Perry. You did...
fireworks.
Fireworks. Yeah, I'll also ask you, why fireworks? Why not Nandu, just since it's Africa? And see how she delivered on the final day last Saturday.
Very excited, extremely excited. I'm looking forward to this night and I'm hopeful. Are we ready? Hey! I'm not worried about a thing, 'cause I know you were guiding me. Where you're leading, Lord, I will go. I have no fear. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, trying to fly again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards when both falling in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet underground, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? Is there a part of you? You just gotta
and the winner is Sandra.
That is Sandra Suubi at the Serena last Saturday, just delivering a power performance, fireworks from Katy Perry.
Yeah.
That won you the money, and probably what has been happening before, the votes, all the support in that room. Why fireworks?
Why fireworks? Why not fireworks? Well, it was throughout the competition, the judges kept on telling me, Sandra, you fall on stage and you just boom, 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 boom the whole time. So then I figured, okay, we need to take this on a, we need to go on a journey through this song.
Yeah.
And I should show different sides of my voice. So what I did was to have a song that started really nice and soft and then built. I like how Fat Boy said, he said, you took us on a journey and it went from you really exploded at the end, and we like to hear your voice in the beginning and how it was growing and really growing. So by the end, the whole room felt like fireworks. And then the Fenon gentlemen, my
Yeah.
gosh, they did amazing stage, you know?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, you know, like, baby, you're a firework and
fireworks.
fireworks. Woo! That was nice, man. You know, as a musician, as a performer, those are very beautiful moments. You're like, yes, at that point I wanted it to just like, if they could like go in 3D.
Yeah.
And then, but
I've always had this concept of an amazing concert. Like I come on stage with the border, and then I'm singing, and then the lights push.
Did Maurice
And then-
Carrier pull that? There's a time he had borders.
On stage.
Yes.
Yeah, I've always dreamt of having, you know, like I come down, then I'm like,
So would you be on the border while swinging? Wow, nice idea.
and watching that performance made me think, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
What next for Sandra Suubi? And there are some questions on Twitter that I'm going to ask.
Nice.
I'm going to ask. But what next?
What next?
Is this going to stop? Because we've seen also some stars after competitions like this. Man, the chick took the money and nothing, you know, nothing going on.
Well, right now we are preparing for Nairobi because the finals are in Nairobi, and that is on 28th March. We are going to be having we are the top. We have had 13 countries. 13 countries have participated in the Airtel Trace Music Star Challenge, and now we're going to have a final whereby all the finalists in each, including myself, to represent this beautiful country, is going to be in that competition. Awesome. And we're going to win. Eh? Yes, we are going to win. Yeah, we are. It's going to be an amazing showdown. I think it's going to be extremely spectacular, and we're going to get there. And the idea is that when you win that, then you get the amazing record deal. Yes, and you get to represent this amazing Ugandan talent all over the world.
Let me just do some maths now. There are 200 Nigerians, 200 million Nigerians.
Yeah, man.
For us to beat Nigeria, or 37 million, each one of us will have to vote 10 times.
10 times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So tuli muchintu.
That's huge competition.
Yeah, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it very well.
Right.
Yeah.
Questions here. Sandra Suubi, what happened to Zabu?
Oh, the beautiful,
You are
beautiful
up
Zabu.
against Brenda, who you are with in Zabu.
Yeah.
And that was
wow.
every time I thought about Airtel Trace, I was like, man, Brenda is a very talented girl.
Yeah.
Sandra, how did that work out?
You know, we at Zabu decided to stop being Zabu because we had different visions and different places that we were going.
Right.
It was really, we all sat down and decided together as a team. Because at times you might be surprised with Zabu in a place. You never know.
Yeah.
Huh? You never know. But we decided to take on different journeys. So that was in respect to everyone's vision and where we wanted to go.
Yeah.
So being with Brenda was exciting. I remember before, near the end of the show, when we were about to call us to say the top who, we were seated behind the veil looking to her and saying, Brenda, this is such a special moment.
Yeah.
You know, because she brought it, you know. Yeah. And I think that to get excellence, people need to bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People need to bring their excellence, and I think she's an excellent singer. She really, really challenged me, and I'm really I can't wait for us to walk this musical journey. I can't wait to see hers. In fact, Uganda, we are so blessed. This amazing talent. There was Bruno K. There was Tonix. There was this gentleman called Mr. Dan Flavor. Homie had an amazing
swag,
performance. You know, yeah. So it's really it's very humbling.
Yeah.
And also such a beautiful walk, you know, that it was not easy. Man, everyone brought it, you know.
Right.
And that was very important.
Sandra Suubi, what would you tell Akon in case you won the money? That's a very brilliant question. Whoever sent it, that's brilliant. What would you tell Akon? He is literally the representation of Africa.
Yeah.
And he's taking over the world. And you, from where Kawempe?
Masaka.
Chanamkaka. You are with this amazing superstar. What would you tell him?
Well, first, it's a mentoring project. So I would like to know what has been his journey, you know? Because it takes a lot of diligence to make it, you know? It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of humility. So for me, it would be a step to ask Sebo, what are the steps you have gone through kubanga. It's not easy to make it where you've made it. So for me, that would be one of the first questions.
This is a very interesting question.
Yeah.
Luyombia Wycliffe is asking you, what does she have to say about the controversy about her win?
Oh, well, I think that for all these amazing things to happen, you know, when you're running a race, when you're about to reach to win, you feel like, God, I can, oh dear. So for me, first of all, I would say, Mkamaya Nonda.
Yeah.
God said that one.
She will win.
That's what happened.
No, but also I think it's a competition. You know,
Yeah.
usually, well,
These things happen.
at Consolata, is it at Consolaten, is saying, watching at morning at NTV, my girl at Sandra Suubi on there. All right, Mr. Lutuama saying, with all the 100 million, who is paying for breakfast? I don't know, but I am about to find out.
That's a nice question.
Young, Wild and Saved is saying, wait for the parents of Sandra Suubi on morning at NTV. Hashtag Suubi Generation.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah, man. It's a way. It's what I want to call the people that support this, but not so that it's beyond me, because I think that Suubi Generation is also means a generation of hope, you know, and that is my name. We should stand for that, because right now, Africa's greatest resource are the young people.
Yeah.
They're extremely energetic. We have so much power. We want to try so many things, and we are driven. We're going to try this, and we're going to do it well with all that we've got. So for me, if we have the power to inspire a whole generation, like the Bible says, the chosen generation, we are. So this is the time. This is the time. Yeah.
Watsala Nicholas here saying, I appreciate the work done by Sandra Suubi.
Thank you.
Well, James here, let her drop that verse, because I didn't watch the competition. All right, you know you have to, you know.
Wow, that's beautiful. A beautiful verse, I'm thinking. What's a beautiful verse? Let's see. This is a Maurice Curious song. It's a Uganda song. And it says, Mugambe nti omwagala Katonda yamanyi chikyaleeta enkeera tuli misubaawa akabiriti kamuli mu ngalo atukoleza nasikiriza embuyaga zirembe okutuzikiza ekiseera kirituuka lisongola omumwa ng'omufuuyi w'oluwa atuzikize ekiseera kirituuka alituzikiza. Then we go to this one. Leka leka nze nengenda njabayimbira nga siwera engule emitima bagitwalira mu buveera bafuuyira bugala babeera balamu enkeera leka leka nze nengenda njabayimbira nga siwera engule emitima bagitwalira mu buveera bafuuyira bugala babeera balamu enkeera.
Sandra Suubi, pleasure to meet you. Are you going to write any songs?
Well, look, you should look forward, because we're taking this, and we're going to have a blast while at it. I can't wait for you to hear them.
All right, you can tweet her at Sandra Suubi.
Yeah.
At Sandra
_Suubi.
Suubi.
Yep.
And go to our Facebook page, Sandra Suubi. Great, amazing talent here. I know there's lots of you guys out there who are sitting on your talent.
Yeah.
Come up!
Yeah.
We're starting a new Suubi generation.
Yeah. And one amazing point, Uganda, we're going to win this. I am ready. We're going to represent our country and the amazing talent we have in Nairobi on March 28th. When we call on you to vote, let's do this.
Let's
Fran,
vote. Let's vote.
Let's vote, man.
SMS and are we still doing 162?
I will tell you. I will tell you.
Okay, for us we'll come up with the rap.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right, support Sandra Suubi as she battles the rest of Africa.
Yeah.
March 28th down in Nairobi. Of course, we'll be giving you more details on how you can participate. Sandra, a pleasure.
7 a.m.
Where's your bag?
Thank
I can
you.
hold it for you. Do you want tea?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for the support.
Where's the
Thank you,
checkbook?
everyone. The check. Oh.
All right. It's a whole lot of cash.
A whole lot of cash.
And congratulations, Sandra.
Thank you.
The rest of you, Aluta, continue. Don't give up.
Yeah.
We're just getting started.
And thank
when
you
we
so
come
much,
back, we'll be talking sport with Aisha. I don't know if she has money, but we'll just see really. Stay with us.